Welcome to the Walter Pyramid as Long Beach State women's volleyball plays their conference home opener. I'm Bruce Kuntz alongside JayDe Beaudry, and you are listening to 22 West Radio. It's Cal State Fullerton in town for a 15-mile rivalry matchup. Both these teams picked up wins on the road last night to open their conference schedules. Long Beach swept UC Irvine, while Fullerton swept UC San Diego. Logan King led the way for Long Beach, finishing last night's game with a double-double. Her 12 kills put her in 4th place in the Big West with 161 kills this season. The redshirt freshman has been a standout so far for Natalie Reagan. The main areas of dominance for the Beach last night against Irvine came from behind the service line and with defense at the net. Natalie Reagan's squad totaled 11 aces and 10 blocks to stifle the Irvine attack. Every Long Beach versus Fullerton matchup brings intensity regardless of the sport, but this rivalry has been lopsided for a while now in women's volleyball. The Beach have won 30 of the last 33 matchups between these two teams as the Titans have been scuffling as a program. Cal State Fullerton went winless in conference last year but are hoping for better fortunes in 2025 after picking up a win last night. JayDe, this is an interesting coaching matchup tonight between Natalie Reagan and Nikki Cannon.
Well, Bruce, what we're about to witness is a rivalry renewed. Frankly, Fullerton, the perennial punching bag of the Big West, have been given a breath of fresh air by first-year head coach Nikki Cannon, who in her first season has her sights set on changing the culture of a program that failed to win a single game in the Big West last season. Coach Cannon talks a big game and spent the offseason building a lineup from scratch. But last night, Fullerton finally backed her up with that win over UC San Diego. A gritty performance that has no doubt put the Big West on notice. But on the other side of the court, we find Natalie Reagan, who has done an outstanding job already in her first season, getting Long Beach State to buy in to the all-in, ball-out mentality that was on full display in last night's dominant win over a very talented UC Irvine team. Tonight, Bruce, we're in for a treat. 2 programs, 2 coaches, and a rivalry given new life under the lights of the Walter Pyramid.
As you said, JayDe, Natalie Reagan in her first official season at the helm. She was the interim head coach for the entirety of last year. So really in her second season as this being her program. And it's been good returns so far this season. A nearly brand new roster for Long Beach State, 12 newcomers, and somehow Cal State Fullerton has that beat. 14 newcomers on the roster for Cal State Fullerton. So it's 2 teams that have spent the entire non-conference schedule trying to get used to one another, and Long Beach really looked good in that win last night against Irvine.
Yeah, Long Beach is carrying in quite the winning streak as well. That's exactly how you want to come into conference play. Hot off a big win over big rivals and facing another one here tonight.
Long Beach State 8-4 overall on the season, 1-0 in Big West play. As you said, JayDe, they've won 5 games in a row heading into this one. Cal State Fullerton 6-7 overall and 1-0 in Big West play. The Titans have won 2 games in a row themselves. So it's a couple teams on winning streaks as they meet in the Walter Pyramid. Only one winning streak can prevail from this one tonight. The Beach in all black uniforms, a slate gold on the names and numbers on their jerseys. For Cal State Fullerton, white tops and navy blue bottoms with orange accents for the numbers and the names.
You look around this pyramid as well tonight, Bruce. The energy is just a little bit different. You feel like this 15-mile rivalry is finally about to get a breath of new life.
Cal State Fullerton will take the first serve of the match. It's Leah Herwig back behind the service line, a Long Beach native playing for the road team here at the Walter Pyramid tonight, a transfer from Grand Canyon, played 34 sets there last year for GCU. Here goes Herwig, serves it across. Hamaker with the pass up to Maddie Maxwell. Set goes right back to Maxwell. Left side attack, has a tip at the net, and it sails out of bounds. Sydney Hamaker, fresh off a match last night where she had 11 kills, picks up 1 to put Long Beach ahead 1-0.
Not only did Hamaker have 11 kills, she was clutch, Bruce, coming up big in that second set towards the end. Picks up right where she left off for the first point of the match.
Anna Jelinek will take the first serve for Long Beach State. The true freshman libero out of Lincoln, Nebraska. Lobs it across the net. Pass from Feldhaus. It's a bump set over to a left side attack. A joust at the net. Somebody caught a piece of it. It's Fullerton who gets called for a net as both sides went up there. Nico Thomas knocked the ball onto the Fullerton side of the floor, but the whistle blew first, and Long Beach is ahead 2-0. Jelinek serves here. Feldhaus with a pass underneath. The set comes from Carvalho to the middle, but the attack is out of bounds from Hannah Haas. It sails left side of the floor, and Long Beach has won the first 3 points.
Hannah Haas had 7 kills in that game against UC San Diego. She's a quiet leader on this team. That time just couldn't keep the ball in bounds and couldn't stay off the net either.
Anna Jelinek moves to the left side of the service line now. First 2 serves came from the right. Hits it across again. It's Carvalho underneath. Back set goes to a right side attack. Tip at the net, but it's dug out by Maxwell. Jelinek bump set. Goes to Logan King on the right side, but a dig. Nice one there by Carvalho. Right side attack for Fullerton from Hall, but it's dug out by Jelinek. Back set goes back to Logan King. Dug out back row again by Fullerton. Left side attack this time from the Titans, and it'll go for a kill. That time it's Lyra Pukelverdal picking it up as it deflects off of Jelinek and out of bounds. Fullerton has their first point.
Pukelverdal, the freshman outside hitter, standing 6'1", great offensive and defensive capabilities, shows it off that time, putting it to the back corner, out of the reach of Anna Jelinek.
Here's Pukelverdal back behind the service line. She serves it across. Pass from McGee up to Maxwell. Maxwell goes to Thomas in the middle, but it's dug out by Fullerton. Now a high set goes into a joust and a block for Long Beach. Back set, Fullerton still on the attack, and it's a roof for Long Beach State. Logan King and Nico Thomas combine for it. A double block denies the attack of Cal State Fullerton. As we said in the intro, JD, Long Beach played excellent at the net last night and now has an early block.
Yeah, 10 blocks last night. Nico Thomas responsible for 5 of them. Gets her first of this one.
Logan King serves now. A deflection in the back row, and Fullerton is going to have to hit it into the net. Looked like it was going to be a free ball, but instead Castilla Hall tried to get aggressive there and hit it over. Hit it right into the middle of the net, so it's an attacking error, and Long Beach moves ahead 5-1. King serves again. Pass from Feldhaus. Back set goes over to a right side attack, but it's dug out by Mahaffey. Now Maxwell sets up for Hammaker, who booms it over and down. Sydney Hammaker with a powerful attack right there, and the true freshman has her second kill to put Long Beach ahead 6-1.
That's Sydney Hammaker just finding the space. The Titans block wasn't up in time, and Hammaker goes right through the back row.
King serves again. Pass goes up to Carvalho. Set to the middle, and that'll be a kill. Coming from the middle blocker spot, it's Elon Smith, another true freshman, who picks it up that time for Fullerton, now 6-2.
Fullerton's gone to the middle a few times here early. They're down 6-2. Long Beach is rolling, but once these middles get involved, Bruce, it could be a very different first set.
Maya Tillman, another transfer setter, comes in now for Cal State Fullerton. Transferred to CSUF from Cal State Dominguez Hills. Hammaker with a pass in the back row. Maxwell sets right back to Sydney Hammaker, but it's blocked. A roof for Cal State Fullerton. That time goes to Kahia Carvalho, the setter for CSU Fullerton. Picks up a roof, and now it's only a 3-point lead for Long Beach.
Yeah, Long Beach tried to run the same play with Hammaker a bit off the net. That time the Titans read it to perfection.
Maya Tillman serving again, Bellflower native. And Lisa Gee passes up to Maxwell, sets to Hammaker, who brings down the haymaker. Sydney Hammaker with her third kill already, as she's getting set consistently by Maddie Maxwell.
Maddie Maxwell really favoring Sydney Hammaker in the early goings of set number 1, and you can see why. Once again, the Titans don't get hands up at the net, and Hammaker makes them pay. Some serious velocity. Landed just beyond the 10-foot line, Bruce. What a swing.
Hammaker entered today with 91 kills. That goes for 18th in the Big West. As now Laurel Barsocchini, a San Jose State transfer, comes in to serve for the Beach. Set from Carvalho, goes to a left side attack, a block out of bounds off of Long Beach. That'll be a kill for Lyra Pukelverdal as she puts it right off of Nico Thomas and out of bounds. 7-4 now the score.
That's a matchup to watch all night long. Pukelverdal unafraid of the block. Nico Thomas, Logan King combining. We're going to see them go head-to-head all night long.
Pukelverdal serves. Jelinek pass up to Maddie Maxwell. Sets to Thomas in the middle. Nice pancake, though, by Fullerton as they manage to get the ball back above the net. And Lisa Gee now on the attack, dug out by Tillman. Now a left side attack for Fullerton. Tip at the net. Herwig can't get a kill. Maddie Maxwell sets from the back row for Gee, who just tips it across the net. Now it's another attack, and it'll go for a kill this time for Leia Herwig. Put it off of the Long Beach blockers, and then it goes out of bounds. Natalie Reagan has something to say to the officials as the scoreboard currently stands. It's 7-5, but Natalie Reagan will be challenging that last play.
Yeah, Reagan wants a challenge, and there could be a few things she's looking at here. Whether or not it caught the antenna is probably her first priority. 3 blockers up at the net for the Beach on the left-hand side, going head-to-head. So far, Fullerton showing no fear, though. This could be an early swing as well, depending on which way this call goes. Long Beach up 7-5.
Call on the floor gives a kill to Cal State Fullerton. Score currently 7-5 as Natalie Reagan pulls out an early challenge card.
Now you take a look over in the Fullerton huddle. You see head coach Nikki Cannon giving a lot of instructions to the 6 on the floor right now. Cannon and her 2 assistants that she brought over from UC Riverside all have different responsibilities in these huddles, and we're going to see it throughout the game tonight, Bruce. Ariel Edwards is the one responsible for coaching up the liberos, the passing, the service rotations, and the defense, and Kenny Ma, he's responsible for blocking and setting. Right now you see Ma giving some instructions to the middle blockers, so really a timeout handled by delegation. Everyone has their roles during this challenge as both teams look to refocus and get on track here to finish out set number 1.
As you said early on in the broadcast, Nikki Cannon in her first season as the head coach for Cal State Fullerton, but she has experience with the Titans, was an assistant for Fullerton from 2019 through 2021 before she took the UC Riverside head coaching job for the last 3 seasons before this one. So Nikki Cannon in her first season back at Fullerton, but a lot of experience in the Big West.
Yeah, you talk about just how good she was at UC Riverside. She led UCR to an 8th place finish in the Big West in 2023, their best finish in 4 years. And then in 2024, she topped that 10 wins, including big ones over Long Beach and the first ever program victory for the Highlanders over Hawaii, the eventual Big West champions. So Nikki Cannon comes back to the program that she saw struggle so much from 2019 to 2021 and is hoping to turn them around as well.
And the challenge is successful for Natalie Reagan. So a nice early challenge call from the Long Beach State head coach as she gets an overturn. And now the Beach move ahead 8-4.
Yeah, big call for Long Beach State. Getting that 4-point lead every time the Beach can get off to a hot start, it means good things.
Looked like the challenge there was on the attack from Nico Thomas early on in that rally where there was a pancake from Cal State Fullerton. It was rolled on the floor that they had gotten underneath it and the point stayed alive. Wound up going a long time after that. But the ruling is that that attack from Thomas did go for a kill early on in the rally. So now Long Beach is ahead 8-4. Tatum Hoff subs in to serve for the Beach. She had 2 aces last night in Irvine. Attack here for Cal State Fullerton, and they win the point as Long Beach broke the plane. It was a little bit of an overpass from the back row up to Kahia Carvalho, and in the front row for Long Beach, Rianne Sheffy got a little aggressive going for a block. So the point goes to Fullerton, now 8-5. Mia Feldhaus, the libero for Fullerton, goes to serve. She hits it across, pass from Barsocchini up to Maxwell. Maxwell sets from the middle for Lisa Gee, who has a kill. Couple of tips before that ball careens out of bounds. Not a place you usually see Lisa Gee hitting from, but she picks up a kill from the middle.
Yeah, Lisa Gee, the reigning Big West Offensive Player of the Week, coming off a 24-kill performance against Idaho State and 8 kills last night against Irvine.
9-5 Beach. Maddie Maxwell serves now. Pass goes from Herwig up to Carvalho. She sets in the middle for Haas, but it's dug out by the Beach. Back set over to Logan King, who powers it down. The ball caught a piece of the net on its way to the floor, landed inside the 10-foot line. Logan King shows off the vertical as she picks up her first kill of the night.
Logan King, the Canadian freshman, the faster Long Beach can get her involved, the better. That time, no blockers up to meet her. She's not going to miss those.
Long Beach hitting .333 early on in this first set. Maddie Maxwell serves again. Pass goes up to Carvalho, sets the outside for Herwig. It's blocked though. Second chance for Fullerton. It's Herwig again through a double block. She gets a tip and it lands out of bounds. Rianne Sheffy caught just a small piece of that one, and it's a kill on the second chance for Kaya Herwig.
Kaya Herwig stands just 5'9", the Long Beach native, but seeing 2 blockers in her face, still unafraid, goes right through Rianne Sheffy and Logan King. 2 very talented blockers, and now looks like both teams will have to take a break as Maddie Maxwell needs some medical attention.
Maxwell walks over towards the Long Beach bench. Looks to be okay, but they have brought out some kind of tape, it looks like, to put over her left hand. Might be some blood, or they put it on her wrist, it looked like. But now Maddie Maxwell heads back out onto the floor. Didn't look to be visibly shaken up, but gets a little attention.
Nothing phases Maddie Maxwell. Very talented setter, right back in the game.
Leading the Big West in assists is Maxwell. Kahia Carvalho serves here. Pass from Barsocchini in the back row. Maxwell underneath. Sets up for Elisa Gee, but it's blocked. A roof for Cal State Fullerton. Moving over that time is Hannah Haas, who denies the left side attack from McGee. Fullerton making their presence known at the net so far as they're within 3.
Yeah, nothing's coming easy for the Beach, but they still hold on to that 3-point lead, up 10-7.
Pair of blocks already in this first set for Cal State Fullerton. Another serve from Carvalho. McGee with a pass. Maxwell sets to the middle for Sheffy, who had to use the offhand and got it blocked. Now Jelinek bump set over to Logan King, excuse me. Fullerton digs it out there on the attack. Right side, puts it off McGee, and this time it's a kill for Hannah Haas right after her roof. She picks it up on a kill, deflecting right off of Elisa Gee before it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, you see Hannah Haas just operating in the half spaces inside that 10-foot line. Always up, always active for a block. Fullerton on the little comeback here early.
Carvalho serves again, and this time hits it into the net. We've got our first service error for either side as Fullerton breaks a 3-0 scoring run, and the Beach are back ahead by 3.
Yeah, big-time service there. You felt that Fullerton was building a bit of momentum, but this first set has taught us one thing, Bruce. Nothing's going to come easy for the Beach at the net.
And Lisa Gee to serve now. Her 13 aces are tied for 9th best in the Big West. Fullerton on the attack. It's a bump set over to a left side attack for Hall. Tip of the net, but Mahaffey digs it out. Now Maxwell sets to the middle. Rhiannon Sheffy puts it right down. A kill for the senior middle blocker for Long Beach State. Her first of the night, and the Beach are ahead by 4.
That one's all thanks to Maddie Maxwell. Some shiftiness in her eyes. Hannah Haas that time didn't go up for a block. Expected it to be pushed outside to Sydney Hammaker instead. Sheffy gets the kill.
6 assists already for Maxwell. And Lisa Gee serves again. Pass in the back row from Herwig. Set goes into a joust at the net. It's blocked, but Fullerton keeps the ball up in the air. Left side attack, and it's roofed. 2 blocks in that rally for Long Beach State, and Rhiannon Sheffy puts it right down on the floor the second time. Sheffy has a roof, and the Beach are ahead by 5.
Rhiannon Sheffy showing great composure on the overpass. Didn't bite, but elevates at the right moment to get that roof. Long Beach back up to a 5-point lead.
13-8 Beach. Agee serves, targeting again Herwig, but it's a good pass this time. They set to the middle. It's a nice dig in the back row by Maddie Maxwell. Here's Hammaker on the attack. A double block was right in position for Fullerton, but Hammaker found the ball's way through anyway. Sydney Hammaker already up to 4 kills as she pulls out an athletic move there to pick up another one. 14-8 now the score.
Bruce, Sydney Hammaker bringing the boom.
Lisa Gee lobs this serve over this time. Herwig pass goes to Carvalho. Shoved outside. Fullerton gets blocked. Now they free ball it over. Logan King pass to Maxwell. Maxwell quick to Sheffy, and Sheffy has another kill. Rhiannon Sheffy's second has the Beach on a 5-0 scoring run, and we're going to head to the media timeout with the Beach ahead 15-8.
Well, Long Beach says whatever you can do, I can do better. Fullerton tries to get cute inside the 10-foot line, push it over short. But Long Beach having none of it, getting it quick to the middle, a 5-0 run, and a perfect time for a media timeout. The Beach are rolling.
Fullerton won 3 points in a row, and then as soon as the Beach got the serve back, they win 5 consecutively of their own. 15-8 the score as we hit the media timeout in set 1 here on 22 West Radio. (15-8), Long Beach ahead of Cal State Fullerton in set 1. Here we've got women's volleyball in the Walter Pyramid. The Beach and Cal State Fullerton in the 15-mile rivalry. This is the second conference game of the year for both these teams. They both won last night in road matchups in order to move to 1-0. Long Beach trying to beat their rival and go to 2-0 to start the conference schedule. Lisa Gee serves again underneath is Carvalho. Back set goes to Herwig, but it's dug out by Maxwell. Izzy Mahaffey bump set goes to Logan King, who wipes off the block. Logan King with an excellent job there. The bump set for Mahaffey was not in a great place, but King had to extend out, managed to not catch a piece of the net while she put it right off the Fullerton blockers and out of bounds. Logan King with a savvy kill there to put the Beach ahead by 8. 6-0 scoring run for Long Beach. Agee serves again. Bad pass from Feldhaus. It's a long bump over to a left side attack, and now Agee digs it out. Maxwell back row sets over for Sydney Hammaker. Roll shot. Deflection goes out of bounds. Sydney Hammaker has the hot hand in set 1. That's her 5th kill already, and the Beach have pulled ahead 17-8.
Yeah, 5 kills on 6 attempts with 1 error. Sydney Hammaker not only is leading this Beach in kills, but she is doing it efficiently as well. A 9-point lead in set 1. 17-8.
Agee serves again. This will be an ace. A deflection from Kahia Carvalho as she went to the ground. Elise Agee has her 14th ace of the year and puts the Beach ahead by 10.
Hey, it's an 8-0 run now, Bruce, and it's all thanks to Elise Agee just putting the ball in play. She tried a few different shots on these serves, going short, that time going long. Fullerton hasn't had an answer in serve receive.
And now Long Beach goes to the bench. Pola Bunarovska comes in the middle blocker spot. Rianne Sheffy heads to the bench. So Natalie Reagan gets Bunarovska her first conference experience of the year. And now Fullerton has some medical attention being administered.
Yeah, Pola Bunarovska, the middle blocker transfer from Syracuse. Got to see some action against Portland last week in a 3-0 sweep Long Beach had, where they were dominant in sets 2 and 3 specifically. Bunarovska got some run out. Good to see her returning to the floor, getting some early action inside the Walter Pyramid.
Bunarovska is a transfer from Syracuse, only in her sophomore season. And now Cal State Fullerton is going to call timeout, coming right off of that medical situation. It looked like for Katija Hall, who was getting some attention. But Fullerton calls timeout coming right off of the injury break. Long Beach ahead 18-8 and on an 8-0 scoring run. A nice look for Beach here in set number 1 on 22 West Radio. Timeout breaks here, and good for Fullerton. Katija Hall is back out on the floor. Had to walk over to the medical table to get some attention, but now she's ready to go. 18-8, Agee serves again. It's dug out by Fullerton. Attack from the middle for Hannah Haas. It's dug out by Agee. Maxwell backs it, goes to King, offhand, pushes it across, and now Fullerton floats it across on a free ball. Maxwell sets up for Sydney Hammaker, hits it right off the blockers and out of bounds. Sydney Hammaker gets set again. She's got her 6th kill on 8 attempts, efficient and working well for the true freshman.
Yeah, Sydney Hammaker, her pass sent Maddie Maxwell to the back row, but no trouble for Maxwell. Gets Hammaker in the perfect position to lay down another kill.
9 straight points for the Beach. Pass from Hall in the front row. They shove it to the outside. Attack is blocked, and that'll land out of bounds. It's a roof for Pola Bunarovska. A double block as she was shoulder to shoulder with Logan King, but Bunarovska gets her hands all over that one. The sophomore who just subbed into the game has a block, and the Beach are ahead 20-8. Agee serves again. Pass from the back row, a long way to go. Carvalho sets up the middle. It's another roof for Pola Bunarovska, this time of the solo variety. A solo block right in the middle for Bunarovska, denies the attack of Katija Hall, and the sophomore is taken over here late in set 1.
Wow, and who would have thought? Bunarovska hasn't played too much all year long, gets subbed in with a big lead and is still making plays. Unbelievable, Bruce. Long Beach up 21-8.
11 straight points for the Beach. Agee serves again. Feldhaus pass. They go to the middle for Hall. It's dug out by Maxwell. Agee keeps it up. A free ball, but a miraculous one there for the Beach. Fullerton back on the attack. It's another roof. Bunarovska and Hammaker get over there shoulder to shoulder. Bunarovska and Sydney Hammaker have another roof. The Beach win their 12th straight point, and they're ahead 22-8.
This is incredible, Bruce. Officially the longest run of the season for Long Beach State. Running rampant over the Titans. Fullerton look gassed. The Beach are rocking.
Elise Agee with a long run here, and she hits it out of bounds. So the 11-0 scoring run comes to an end. Actually, check that 12-0 scoring run comes to an end on a service error. 22-9 the score as Fullerton finally gets to serve again.
Wow, Long Beach throughout this set, they're hitting above 400 as well. It's been efficient. It's been clinical. They're up big here, Bruce.
Herweg serves. Hammaker pass goes up to Maxwell right at the 10-foot line. She sets to the middle, and Pola Bunarovska has a kill. Ever since Bunarovska subbed in, she's taken over this match, a couple of blocks, and now she's got a kill. Bunarovska will head behind the service line now as she has had a fantastic set one.
She's getting some instructions as well from Elisa Gee on just where to put this ball. Bunarovska has a chance to end set one on the highest of highs.
23-9, the Beach dominating this one. She hits it right off the top of the tape, and it stays on the Beach side. So Bunarovska has a service error, 23-10, now the score.
Yeah, now Anna Jelinek will come in for Bunarovska, who's going to get high fives from every single member of her team. Look at the hype on the Long Beach bench right now. Unreal levels of excitement. This has been an incredible first set.
Feldhaus serves, pass on the back row from Jelinek. Maxwell sets right at the net to Nico Thomas. Fullerton trying to keep it up. They cannot. Nico Thomas subs back in and immediately picks up a kill to make it set point for Long Beach State.
Yeah, a bit of concern now as well, Bruce. Fullerton trying to keep the ball in the air. It looks like Zariah Crosby tried to turn on a dime and immediately went down, clutching her left knee. We're going to have a stoppage in play as they attend to Crosby.
Fullerton all crowded around over on the right side of the floor. We've got an injury timeout here. We'll step away momentarily. Set point for Long Beach State, 24-10 the score, as Fullerton has a player down on 22 West Radio. So following the injury timeout, Cal State Fullerton has a player leave. It was Kaya Herwig who was down, had to get helped off the floor, so we hope that she'll be okay. But the Pyramid fans on their feet here as it's set point for Long Beach State in set one, 24-10 the score as the Beach look to close out a dominant set one over Fullerton.
And back to serve is Logan King. 2 aces last night. Chance to put this first set to bed.
Logan King behind the service line. Subbing in was Sarah Schubert for Fullerton. Set point for Long Beach. Serving it over is King. Now Fullerton on the attack. They go to the right side. Tip of the net. Agee with a dig. Now Maxwell dinks it across. Maxwell used the left hand and put it right down. Her first kill as Maxwell gets aggressive and ends set one 25-10. The Beach go on a 12-0 scoring run midway through the first set and dominate their way to a 1-0 set advantage early in the match.
Yeah, and that's not the first time we've seen it from Maddie Maxwell. With the set on the line, decides to go for the one-handed kill. Long Beach dominant from start to finish. They took down Portland in that 3-set victory in one of those sets, 25-10, and now another 25-10 victory in conference play. Simply dominant. There's no other word to describe them, really. Long Beach comes out and picks up where they left off last night against UC Irvine, firing on all cylinders. An incredible performance to kick this one off.
A supremely impressive set one for Long Beach State. Sydney Hammaker with 6 kills. The Beach as a team attack. Their hitting percentage was .480. Fullerton hit in the negative, so a huge discrepancy there. Long Beach dominates 25-10 in set one, and now the two teams switch benches. The Beach will look to move ahead 2-0 coming up next here on 22 West Radio. Set number 2 about to get underway. Long Beach State hosting Cal State Fullerton in women's volleyball. And JD, it was a dominant set 1 for the Beach.
Yeah, absolutely. Dominated in every statistical category. Their best hitting percentage in a single set this season, hitting .480. They're out blocking, out serving, out everythinging Fullerton at the moment.
5 blocks for Long Beach State in that first set. That was after what we already said was an impressive performance in defense at the net. Last night they had 10 blocks in that match against Irvine, already halfway there through the first set. This Fullerton team, JD, has had a fairly impressive season so far, especially just looking at that game last night, a 3-set sweep over UC San Diego on the road. Fullerton coming off a season where they went 0-18 in conference play, still were picked 10th in the Big West preseason poll, but maybe showing some signs of life. Obviously in that first set, didn't look very good.
Oh, absolutely, Bruce. Fullerton, now thanks to the new head coach Nikki Cannon, are looking to really turn around what's been an unsuccessful program for the past decade. They haven't had a winning season in 15 years, and before that 0-18 conference play season last year, they went 1-17 in 2023. So with a new coach at the helm and a pretty fresh roster as well, they're looking to turn things around this season. They've already got 1 win under their belt against UC San Diego. The schedule does not get any easier, though. Games against UC Davis, UC Riverside, and CSUN, the next 3 up.
Cal State Fullerton will need to do it without Kaya Herwig, as she left with an injury midway through that first set. But the Beach are ahead 1-0 as we open set 2. Elisa Gee stands in front of the student section. Sandpit cheers her on as Gee gets the serve. She lobs it across the net underneath Carvalho, sets up a left side attack for Paco Verdal, and it's a roof for Long Beach State. Rotating over there, the Beach have another block, and they're ahead 1-0.
Yeah, Rianne Sheffy and Logan King combining again. They thought it might have come down right in front of them. Instead, it comes down on the Titan side. Some delayed celebrations, but Beach up 1-0.
Agee serves again. Pass from Paco Verdal. They set to the middle this time. Haas has her attack dug out. Maxwell goes to the left side. Hammaker with a big swing, and a net is called against Hammaker. She caught that with the big chunk of her hand, so we're all tied at 1.
Yeah, Sydney Hammaker immediately a guilty look after that swing. Her windup is long and arching, so she usually likes to hit a bit off the net. That time got too close, paid the price.
1-1, Long Beach and Fullerton in set 2. Serve goes across the net. Hammaker with a high pass. It's Jelinek out of bounds, who has to bump it up towards the net. Hammaker tries to push it across, gets blocked. Now Jelinek with a nice job to free ball it over. Bump set goes to a right side attack for Fullerton, dug out by Maddie Maxwell. Bump set from Jelinek, left side attack. Sydney Hammaker gets roofed, and it stayed in bounds. The block that time goes to Katija Hall. Cal State Fullerton has a lead.
That time they read Sydney Hammaker perfectly, timing the jump for the Titans perfectly. Was a double block on that left-hand side. Back and forth we go. Fullerton, a 2-1 lead.
Hannah Haas, the true freshman from Corona, to serve again. Hammaker has to go right through her hands this time. Couldn't decide if she was going to go with the bump pass or try to give a overhand set pass, and wound up going right through both of her hands. So it's an ace that time for Hannah Haas, and Fullerton's ahead 3-1. Both of these last 2 serves have gone at Hammaker. We'll see if Haas targets her again. This time she booms it over and out of bounds. That time it was going towards Anna Jelinek, but Jelinek pulls her arms out of the way. 3-2, Fullerton still ahead.
Yeah, Long Beach State early in the season struggled heavily with serve receive against some really quality opponents. Last night we saw them weather a few storms against Irvine. Serve receive something to watch now for the rest of the second set.
Jelinek serving for Long Beach. She hits it across. Pass from the back row. Schubert sends it up. Left side attack goes to Paula Verkel. It's blocked. Still on the side of Fullerton. They're going to have to free ball it over, and that ball will go out of bounds. The free ball cannot find the floor. Elisa Gee lets it go. Good read in the back row there as the pass from Elon Smith goes way out of bounds, and we're all tied at 3.
Now Elon Smith, the 5'11" middle blocker, just tried to do too much with that free ball, pushing it to the back row. All knotted up here once again.
Jelinek trying to give Long Beach the lead. It's a pass from Paco Verdal. Set goes backside over towards the right, but it's dug out by Jelinek. Now Maxwell sets to the middle. Nico Thomas tries to tip it over, but it's roofed by Cal State Fullerton. Smith and Hall shoulder to shoulder. A double block has another block for Cal State Fullerton, and they're ahead by 1.
Now that time the set from Maddie Maxwell just a bit too high for Nico Thomas. Thomas doesn't miss much when they're up in the air, but that time easy block for Fullerton. Back and forth we go.
4 blocks in the match for the Titans. 4-3 Fullerton. Serve goes across. Agee with a pass to Maxwell. Maxwell back set. Logan King powers it down. No chance for the Titans to rotate to that one. Logan King attacking from the right side has the kill to evens things up at 4.
Yeah, and the Long Beach bench is bowing down to Logan King. Once again, it's Paco Verdo who tried to put up a solo block. Logan King has none of it, puts it straight down.
King has already won Big West Freshman of the Week twice this season. Here's the Titans on the attack. They go to Paco Verdo from the left side, tip of the net, but Agee with a pass up to Maxwell. Maxwell sets to the left side. Hammaker gets a tip. Fullerton keeps it up in the air. They go to Paco Verdo, left side attack, and it's roofed. Nico Thomas and Maddie Maxwell with a double block. It was Thomas that got most of it, and the Beach move ahead 5-4.
Block after block after block. Both these teams not shying away from anything at the net. Nico Thomas loves those swings, gets 2 hands to it.
Logan King serves again. Second touch dunk, but it's Agee with a dig. Maxwell goes to the middle for Thomas. It's dug out by Tillman. Left side attack from Paco Verdo. Dug out by Hammaker. Maxwell sets up from Agee. Back row, has it in. Elise Agee finds the back line. Coming from the back row, a long attack there, and Elise Agee has a kill to put Long Beach ahead by 2.
Elise Agee was the only option for Maddie Maxwell on that play, but coming from the back row, Agee just makes it look too easy.
King serves again. Pass from Feldhaus up towards the net. Another dink that time. Now Agee shoves it across the net. It's Fullerton on the attack. Coming from the back row, an attack from Schubert is dug out by Jelinek. Maxwell goes to Thomas in the middle. It's blocked. Still Long Beach on the attack. Now it's King coming from the right side. Ball got blocked, and it goes out of bounds. The net was moving quite a bit. Before that ball went out of bounds, it caught the top of the tape, and then a Fullerton blocker, and then they didn't know where it went. So Long Beach on another run here, 4 straight points as they're ahead by 3.
I was about to say, Bruce, don't look now, but Long Beach are once again catching fire in set number 2. It's all thanks to the setting of Maddie Maxwell. She's placing these sets perfectly to each one of her attackers and distributing evenly throughout set number 2. Long Beach looking to break this one open.
14 assists for Maxwell. King serves again. Here's the Titans on the attack. Paco Verdo catches a piece of the antenna on the attack. It goes out of bounds. Paco Verdo with an attacking error gives Long Beach their 5th straight point.
And there's a good rotation for Long Beach State as well with Logan King serving. They've got Sydney Hammaker, Elise Agee, and Nico Thomas all in that front row ready to attack.
Logan King serves again. This time she alligator armed it. Goes into the bottom half of the net and falls down to the ground. Service error there makes it 8-5, but Long Beach only with 2 service errors so far tonight. But check that, that's their 3rd. 8-5. Fullerton serves again and hits it out of bounds. So Fullerton breaks the 5-0 scoring run for Long Beach, but then Paco Verdo hits it out of bounds. 9-5 now the score as Laurel Barsocchini will sub in to serve.
Yeah, Laurel Barsocchini, 2 aces last night as well. Came in as a serving sub, a rare position for her this season, but absolutely dominated. Looks like Coach Natalie Reagan's going to turn to her once again to put pressure on the Titans.
Coach Reagan has gone to service specialist quite a bit through these first 2 matches. It's been Tatum Hoff and Barsocchini coming off the bench to serve quite a bit. Barsocchini ready to go, 9-5 Beach. She serves it across, pass from Schubert. Set goes right back to Schubert on the left side. Tip of the net, that'll go out of bounds. First it caught a piece of Thomas, then in the back row, Izzy Mahaffey could not handle it for the Beach. It's a kill for Sarah Schubert, and Fullerton is within 3.
Also interesting to note, Izzy Mahaffey wearing that libero shirt tonight. Her and Anna Jelinek split in time on defensive duties. Mahaffey's also been deployed as an outside hitter at times this season.
Jelinek comes back in now. Agee with a pass to Maxwell. Maxwell goes right back to Agee, who powers it down, but it's out of bounds. Agee immediately pulls her jersey up to chew it in frustration as Fullerton's within 2.
Yeah, that was a good-looking swing from Elise Agee. She was just a bit off-center. That ball didn't miss the white line by too much.
Serving again is Mia Feldhaus, the Borken, Germany native. Agee with the pass up to Maxwell. Maxwell back set to Logan King, who finds the floor, goes to the back right corner that time. King with some deception. She's been going cross-court on most of her attacks tonight. That time switches it up and has yet another kill.
And she goes right at the libero, Mia Feldhaus, who had come off of that serve to cover a back corner. Didn't expect it from Logan King and was on her heels. Didn't even get hands to the ball. That's how much power Logan King puts into her swings.
Now here's Tatum Hoff subbing back in to serve. Hoff spins the ball on her left hand, now hits it over and out of bounds. Too strong that time for the service specialist on the Long Beach side. It's now 10-8.
Yeah, that float serve had a bit too much float on it. Too many floats in that sentences too. Long Beach though up 10-8. Still looking to serve receive well. They make a few changes. Barsocchini back in the game.
Kahia Carvalho will serve for Cal State Fullerton. The Titans trailing by 2. It's 10-8 Long Beach in set 2. Carvalho powers it over. Pass from the back row of Maxwell sets over. Left side attack for Agee, dug out by Feldhaus. Now a left side attack from Schubert, dug out by King. Maxwell sets over towards Agee, who tips it across the net, but it's dug out by the Titans. Now a left side attack blocked. That'll be a roof for Maddie Maxwell. Rianne Sheffy right there with her. A double block for Long Beach. Turns into another roof, and the Beach are back ahead by 3.
Yeah, Rianne Sheffy, right place, right time. The Titans were scrambling defensively. All Long Beach needs to do is put hands up at the net, and they'll be rewarded. Not their 8th block of the game.
Maddie Maxwell to serve. Beach ahead by 3. Maxwell hits it over. Pass from Schubert. Back set goes over into a slide play. It's blocked. Second chance here. They go to Schubert on the left side. Roll shot dug out by Mahaffey. Maxwell sets up in the middle for Rianne Sheffy. It's tipped and still up in the air from Fullerton. Dig from Maxwell off the Fullerton attack. Now a left side attack for Agee. Powers it over, but it's dug out by Feldhaus. Long rally here. Right side attack from the Titans turns into a kill. Katija Hall just shoved it across the net that time, and the Titans end a long rally with a point.
Yeah, one of the best rallies we've seen too. Both teams staying in system, and Long Beach relying heavily on their libero, Izzy Mahaffey, to put up a few good sets at the net, showing that it doesn't all need to come through Maddie Maxwell tonight.
Sarah Schubert didn't get the start tonight, but has seen some heavy playing time. She serves here. Maxwell back set. Goes to Logan King. It caught the tape, and so Feldhaus is able to get underneath it. Left side attack this time is blocked on the Paco Verdal attack. Now they go to the right side for Hall. Roll shot dug out in the back row by Barsocchini. Maxwell sets up Elisa Gee, who has it roofed. It's another great play by the senior middle blocker, Katija Hall. She rotates over and blocks that one straight to the ground as Fullerton has trimmed the Long Beach lead down to 1.
Yeah, the senior middle blocker seems to always come up with a big play when the Titans need it. Last season played 64 sets, 73 kills. Playing a big role tonight as well.
Hannah Haas also in the area. Here's Maddie Maxwell setting up a slide play for Rianne Sheffy. She's got the kill, got a tip at the net, and then that one landed inbounds anyway. So Rianne Sheffy runs the slide play and picks up a kill to put Long Beach back ahead by 2.
That's a play we've seen Long Beach run more and more as the season's gone on. Rianne Sheffy building up that comfortability with Maddie Maxwell.
Elisa Gee serves. She hits it over. Feldhaus with a pass. They go to the middle this time, and it's dug out by Maddie Maxwell. Set from Agee, goes to Logan King, a block. Agee tracks it down in the back row. Now Maxwell sets across left side for Hammaker. Whistle blows, and the Beach get the point.
Fullerton a bit confused about the call here.
Gotta be honest, I am too, JD.
But nevertheless, Long Beach take the point. They'll take the 13-10 lead.
Whistle blew there as Fullerton dug it out, but instead Long Beach gets the point. 13-10, Agee serves it over. Pass from Paco Verdal. Back set goes over to Hall. Nice dig in the back row by Agee. Now Hammaker on the left side gets an attack, has a tip, and Fullerton keeps it up in the air. Hall on the attack again, tips it over. King with a pass. Now Maxwell bump set to Sydney Hammaker, who powers it off the blockers, but it stays in bounds. A block from Cal State Fullerton. Another roof as Katija Hall has made her presence known at the net, and it's now 13-11.
Yeah, Fullerton just hanging tough, and that time, once again, reading Sydney Hammaker, who wasn't given too many options on the set. A bit of a miscommunication from Mahaffey and Maxwell, who was forced to bump set it to the outside.
Hannah Haas serving for the Titans. Cal State Fullerton trailing by 2. Jelinek with the pass to Maxwell. Maxwell dunks it across, a high tip up in the air, and Fullerton will have to free ball it over. First touch goes to Agee. Maxwell sets up Sheffy. Slide play, and that's just out of bounds. I don't know, JD, that one looked close. You've got your arm straight down right away, but Long Beach isn't hesitating. That ball just missed the back line on the attack. Oh, was your gesture to say they ruled it in?
I was calling it for myself personally, Bruce, but it looks like the officials...
I think there was an immediate overrule there because I definitely saw it in. The judge definitely had the flag up. Long Beach gets the point. Here's Fullerton on the attack. Maxwell takes the first tip. Bump set from Jelinek. King on the attack gets blocked, still up in the air. Left side. Here's Hammaker, who finds the back left corner. Sydney Hammaker, even though the attack was out of system, still with some power behind that shot. Hammaker has another kill, and the Beach are ahead 15-11. Heading into the media timeout. It was a couple of plays I was trying to catch up on there, but Long Beach wins 3 straight points, and they're ahead by 4.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back points, Bruce, where Long Beach just decides to punish the back line. Fullerton not able to come up with any answers if they don't have hands up at the net. Some really efficient swings from Sydney Hammaker. When she's in system, she's dangerous. Long Beach fully deserves this 4-point lead. They are still rolling in set 2.
15-11, Long Beach ahead of Cal State Fullerton midway through set 2 here on 22 West Radio. Long Beach State ahead 15-11 as we hit the media timeout in set number 2. The Beach already ahead 1-0, and now they're up by 4, trying to move ahead 2-0.
Yeah, they're going to look to continue to punish Fullerton from behind the service line. So far tonight, Fullerton still hitting in the negatives across 2 sets. Long Beach still hovering around 300. A consistent attacking presence has been all night long for the Beach.
Jelinek serves here, hit it too strong though, goes out of bounds for a service error. As you said, though, JD, overall tonight it's been another strong service performance from the Beach. The Long Beach State servers have been able to get Fullerton out of system on their attack pretty often, and that's why Fullerton is still hitting in the negatives on the match.
And there's plenty of Fullerton fans in the Walter Pyramid as well, so plenty of fans just waiting to get on their feet and cheer for the Titans.
Maya Tillman serving for the Titans as they trail by 3. A Gee pass up to Maxwell. Maxwell goes to the middle. Nico Thomas has the kill. Put it right off the blocker. Zariah Crosby. The ball barrels down to the ground on the Fullerton side, and the Beach are back ahead by 4.
Yeah, Nico Thomas just does the right thing there. Doesn't need to go for all power. Play it off the block, get it straight down, continue to build up that lead.
Good read there by Thomas. King serves across. Fullerton on the attack. They go to the middle. A block, and it lands on the Long Beach side. The ball got sent right up in the air off of Nico Thomas's hands. Nobody knew where it went on the Long Beach side. They all were looking around as the ball fell at their feet. So an attack and a kill there for Zariah Crosby, the true freshman. 3-point lead for the Beach. Jelinek pass goes up to Maxwell. Maxwell sets outside. Sydney Hammaker has the kill. Had to contort her body a bit up in the air as the set was just a shade high, but Sydney Hammaker still got plenty behind that one. She's got her 8th kill, and the Beach are back ahead by 4.
Yeah, Sydney Hammaker sniffing another double-digit kill performance. She's been stacking those up as of late. Will now take a seat on the bench, make way for Laurel Barsokini to serve.
One small thing to point out here for Fullerton, their middle blocker, Zariah Crosby, only stands 5'9", but JD, she's got some bounce. That kill she had a couple of points ago, she was way up in the air. Laurel Barsokini serves. Bit of an overpass here. It turns into a joust at the net. Tip, and it stays on the Fullerton side. Now the set goes from Tillman. Left side attack from Schubert. Gets blocked again. Fullerton scrambling. The ball goes up towards the net, and Elisa Gee has the kill. The ball floated right up above the net, and Elisa Gee powers it right down off the overpass from the Titans.
Yeah, overpower is right, Bruce. Elisa Gee just times it perfectly, gets 2 hands on the ball, dunks it down into the soft spot. 5-point lead now for Long Beach State, 18-13.
Barsokini serving again. She hits it over. Pass goes from Feldhaus up to Carvalho. She goes a long back set over to Crosby, but it's blocked. Second chance here. They go to Schubert. Another block, but this time it goes out of bounds off of Maddie Maxwell. So the kill there goes to Sarah Schubert.
Yeah, you can see why they're trying to get Crosby so involved, and that's because of her performance last night. Only had 6 kills, but 4 of them came at crucial points in set 2 and 3. They're looking for a spark. Zariah Crosby will be the one to hit.
Mia Feldhaus serving here for Fullerton. Feldhaus hits it into the net. Short-armed that one by a hair, and now that's the 4th service error of the night for Fullerton. Beach ahead by 5.
Fullerton's only had 4 service errors, Bruce. They all seem to come at crucial points when the Titans really need to get a run going. They can't afford to be shipping points this late in set number 2. Because once again, Long Beach will make a serving sub.
Couple of subs here. Tatum Hoff comes in to serve, and then Pola Bunarovska subs in to play the front row. Bunarovska had a great finish to set 1 from that middle blocker spot. Here's Tatum Hoff to serve. Pass from Schubert. Underneath, the set goes to Schubert. Roll shot, power angle, has the kill. Nice precision there from Sarah Schubert as she found right on the 10-foot line on the right side of the floor. A nice attack that time, gets Fullerton back within 4.
Yeah, perfect spot in the floor for the kill to go to. Nobody there in a black shirt to cover. Fullerton able to string together a few points, and this second set could get dangerous for Long Beach State. Looking for consistency now in serve receive.
Kahia Carvalho to serve. The setter for Cal State Fullerton spins the ball and now hits it across. Agee with an errant pass, and that'll land out of bounds. It's an ace for Kahia Carvalho as Elise Agee could not handle the serve. (19-16). Fullerton trying to make a late comeback in set 2. Beach already ahead, 1-0. Carvalho serves again, goes right at Agee. Better pass this time. Maxwell sets right to Agee, and she's got the kill. The ball careens right out of bounds and into the stands. Elise Agee on a left side attack goes towards the back right corner and puts the Beach ahead 20-16.
Elise Agee, that's her 4th kill of the game, and it comes at a big time. Now Long Beach State can close out the second set with Agee, King, and Hammaker in rhythm. There's no stopping Long Beach State.
Still a controlled energy in the Walter Pyramid as Long Beach goes to work. Maddie Maxwell serves. Schubert with a pass. Bump set goes right back to Schubert. Left side attack. She used the offhand and shoved the ball over the net. Wound up lingering in the lap of Pula Bonarovska as she tried to scramble and keep it up in the air. But it's a kill for Sarah Schubert as she went to the offhand.
Yeah, any more power on that ball and Pula Bonarovska would have had another block. It's just a soft touch that sees it land agonizingly right in front of her.
Sarah Schubert serving. Fullerton trails by 3. Logan King with the first touch goes back behind her. Barsokini with a pass, and now Elise Agee will have to free ball it. Goes high in the air. Fullerton on the attack. They go quick to the middle, but it's dug out by Jelinek. Now a joust at the net. Logan King gets it across. Titans keep it up in the air. Right side attack. They go to Hall. Roll shot. Nice dig by Barsokini. She goes to the ground. Long Beach tries to put it across, and the point will go to the Beach. Elise Agee with a good move there, but the whistle blew before the ball hit the ground. You see what the call was there, JD?
I think they're going to call a double touch on Elise Agee. A bit too eager to get it off the floor. Instead, the Titans have cut the lead to 2.
You're right. It's the Titans who win the point, 20-18. Serve goes across. Barsokini passes up to Maxwell. Maxwell serves or sets over to Agee. Has it blocked, though. Now King tries to put it across. It's blocked again. Maxwell puts it up to a joust. It's blocked a 3rd time. Now Maxwell puts it over to Agee, who tips the ball across the net. And the whistle blows. The Titans lost the point. Looked like they might have broke the plane there trying to block Elise Agee. So Long Beach wins it 21-18. Now the score.
And a really gritty point that time. Long Beach out of system 3 times trying to get the ball over the net. Eventually it takes just one good swing from Elise Agee to turn the tide.
Agee serves here. Pass from Paco Verdal. Back set goes all the way across for Hall, but it's dug out by Agee. Maxwell sets over towards Hammaker, who is way out of time. She was already coming down towards the floor by the time the set get there. An out-of-rhythm attack that time from Long Beach as the ball hits the ground, and it's 21-19.
We've seen a few uncharacteristic errors in the fast few points for Long Beach State. Not the time to take their foot off the gas, needing just 4 more points to close out set 2.
Hannah Haas to serve for the Titans. 21-19 the score in set 2. Haas tosses it up, hits it over, pass from Agee. Maxwell uses the right hand to keep it on the Long Beach side of the net, and then Logan King wipes off the blocker. A nice job by Long Beach there to scramble and still get the point. It was an overpass to Maxwell, who kept the ball on the Long Beach side, and then King on the set that was right up at the net just pushed the ball off the Titan blocker and out of bounds to put the Beach ahead 22-19.
Maddie Maxwell said, forget it. I know Logan King's up there somewhere, can make a play.
Love it. Anna Jelinek serves here. Set goes across here on the attack. Dug out by Maxwell. Jelinek pass goes up towards Hammaker, but it's dug out back row by the Titans. Dunk goes across. Maddie Maxwell digs it out. Jelinek bump set over to Logan King. Right side attack, dug out back row by Schubert. Here's a left side set for Tiunavai, and she cannot get it across, but then dives to the floor and manages to get it over. Logan King on the attack, and she's got another kill. Put it off the Fullerton blocker, and it deflects over towards head coach Nikki Cannon, who will now call timeout. Long rally there. Logan King gets her 2nd consecutive kill, and the Beach are ahead 23-19.
And some acrobatic digs as well during that rally from Fullerton, just keeping the ball alive, but they really have no answer for Long Beach State when Maddie Maxwell was able to hit Logan King in system. King making the smart shot, putting it into a spot where there's no white uniforms around. And now Long Beach has once again built up a comfortable lead, up 4, 23-19.
Cal State Fullerton calls timeout here. Long Beach 2 points away from taking the second set. They'll look to close it out next here on 22 West Radio. Cal State Fullerton calls timeout near the end of set 2. It's Long Beach ahead 23-19, looking to move ahead 2 sets to none. But Cal State Fullerton and head coach Nikki Cannon will look to make a comeback. Yeah, looking deep into their bench as well. For the first time this season, we just saw Fina Tuinovai come off the bench. Anything the Titans can get going offensively would help them out massively in this moment. They need points, they need them fast. Anna Jelinek serving for the Beach. She hits it over, passes errant in the back row from Schubert. They try and get it across, and Tuinovai cannot. Just alligator armed it right at the net off of a out-of-system pass from the back row for Fullerton. And now it's set point for Long Beach State, 24-19. The Beach trying to move ahead 2 sets to none. Anna Jelinek back behind the service line again. She'll look to end it. Jelinek serves it across. Schubert passes over, and the attack is out of bounds. No tip at the net on the attack from Crosby, and the Beach have won set number 2, 25-19. The Beach ahead 2 sets to none and on the doorstep of a sweep over Fullerton. Yeah, and they ended on another run, Bruce, this time picking up the last 4 points consecutively. Long Beach, when they get hot and when they're in rhythm, it just looks like the Titans have no answer for them. 2 sets where they have been absolutely dominant from start to finish. Got nervy at times, it got a little close, but you really feel in this building, Long Beach never felt like they were truly out of control. Always refocusing, always resetting. Natalie Reagan has to be happy with what she's seen so far. The Beach in solid control of this match. Logan King and Sydney Hamaker with 8 kills apiece. Maddie Maxwell with 23 assists through 2 sets. The Beach wins set 2 at 25-19 and will move into set 3 with the Beach looking to complete their second consecutive sweep to begin conference play. So set 3 will be coming up momentarily here on 22 West Radio. Set 3 getting underway. Long Beach State and Cal State Fullerton women's volleyball here in the Walter Pyramid. Bruce Kuntz, JayDe Beaudry here to bring it to you on 22 West Radio. The Beach have won each of the first 2 sets. They're now on the doorstep of sweeping their arch rivals in Cal State Fullerton. JayDe, the Beach swept UC Irvine last night to open the conference schedule, and it's been more of the same dominance so far for Natalie Reagan's squad.
Absolutely. It's been on the offensive and defensive end for Long Beach State tonight. Not only are they hitting well, they hit 480 in that first set and 211 in the second. They're also limiting Fullerton's opportunities to get active offensively in that second set after hitting negative in set number 1. Cal State Fullerton hit just 0-26. Those are 2 incredibly low clips for, once again, a very talented Fullerton team who are capable of a higher offensive output.
317 hitting percentage for Long Beach, negative 029 for Fullerton. Here's Jelinek with the pass. Maxwell sets up Sydney Hammaker, but a nice dig in the back row by Feldhaus. Right side attack from Hall. It's blocked, and it's another roof for Rhianne Sheffy, who has made her presence known here in this match when she's been on the floor. It's been a constant rotation between Sheffy and Nico Thomas, who now comes back out onto the floor. So the Beach ahead 1-0 with Anna Jelinek to serve again. Jelinek hits the tape and falls down to the ground. Couldn't have placed that one any better as she catches the top of the net and it just slowly falls down to the floor. Anna Jelinek with a well-placed ace to put the Beach ahead 2-0.
Exactly what the Beach need. Keep their foot on the gas. You got a block and an ace for those first 2 points, still keeping Fullerton scoreless.
The net did the work there. It catches the net again this time as it goes across. Left side attack from Hall, dug out by Jelinek as she goes to the ground. Here's a joust. Logan King cannot get it across, and Fullerton will win the point as it goes out of bounds off of Elisa Gee, who dove over there and tried to keep it alive.
Yeah, that time an out-of-system attack. Sydney Hammaker forced to set, and her set was too close to the net, even for Logan King. Finally, Fullerton's on the board. Now it's their turn to put some pressure on Long Beach State from the service line.
Hannah Haas serving for the Titans. 2-1 Beach. Haas hits it over. Agee with a pass up to Maxwell. Maxwell sets up to the middle for Thomas, but it's dug out back row by Fullerton. Left side attack from Hall. Here's a tip, and it goes out of bounds. She caught the antenna as she went on the attack, so Long Beach moves ahead 3-1.
Yeah, stop blocking intensity from Nico Thomas as well. She's been on the right spot all night long, even if she hasn't always gotten the block to fall on the Titan side. That time, forcing the attack into the antenna. More pressure applied from the Beach.
Logan King serves. It caught a piece of the net again as it went across. Here's a right side attack, and it cannot get through. Fina Tuinavai kind of short-armed that one for the second time. That was how set number 2 almost came to an end. So the Beach win another point. It's now 4-1 for Logan King to serve again. King's serve goes across. Pass from the back row, ranging a long way. It's actually a bump set for Feldhaus. Left side attack from Hall. Nice dig by Mahaffey, and the Beach managed to get it over. Nice job on defense there. Fullerton attack right side, dug out by Agee. Now Maxwell sets up Sydney Hammaker. Tip up in the air. Still good for Fullerton. They shove it outside. Hall gets a tip at the net. Logan King with the first touch. Maxwell underneath. Sets up Hammaker. Used both hands to push it across, but Fullerton broke the plane. The whistle blows, and Long Beach State wins the point.
Now let's take it back a little bit during that point, Bruce. Long Beach was scrambling. Maddie Maxwell kept it up with her knee before Elisa Gee was able to send it over on a half swing. Everything falling for Long Beach State right now.
After a nice dig from Mahaffey, King serves again. Fullerton has to free ball it. Agee with the pass up to Maxwell. Maxwell sets up Thomas in the back. There's a no tip. Nico Thomas signaling a tip. Long Beach will challenge this one immediately. The ball sailed out of bounds, and the ruling on the floor was no tip at the net. But they'll overrule it without. Oh, no, never mind. They are going to review it. I saw the official make the gesture. There was already once in this match, JayDe, where a call was reversed without going over to the video board. Thought it happened again, but this will be a traditional challenge. Nico Thomas was pretty sure that there was a tip. I thought I saw one too, JayDe, so we'll see if this could be a quick review.
Yeah, Nico Thomas, one of the most efficient hitters in all of the Big West. She's 8th this season, came into this game with a .288 hitting percentage on the season, so she doesn't miss much. Nico Thomas also loves to get off of high hands as often as she can. Should be a pretty quick review here for the officials tonight. Haven't had to go to the replay board yet. But early on in set number 3, Long Beach still in control. They still have this calmness about them. It just inspires a lot of confidence in me, Bruce, knowing that even if they face a bit of adversity, even if this single call doesn't go their way, they're going to be just fine and continue to roll offensively and defensively.
Long Beach is in a good spot right now as a complete team. But as you said, Nico Thomas has been one of the standouts early on. An Abilene Christian transfer She's a senior. As you said, JD, 8th in the Big West in hitting percentage, but she's leading the Big West in blocks, 56 blocks on the year, and the challenge was successful, so add that one to her kill tally on the night. It's actually her first kill, JD. She's on the score sheet. No, check that, third kill. I knew that it wasn't, but I couldn't find her name. Logan King serves again here. Mia Feldhaus sets up towards the net, and Mahaffey digs the Fullerton attack. They go to Nico Thomas again, and she's got the kill again. Back-to-back points with kills for Nico Thomas, working from the middle. Long Beach rolling to a 7-1 lead in set 3.
Another kill for Nico Thomas and another run for Long Beach State right now. 5 straight points they've won. Looking to break open set number 3 here early, up 7-1.
4 kills for Nico Thomas. Now Logan King serves, almost hit the ground there, but it's a back row attack. Roll shot, finds the floor. Nice shot there from Sarah Schubert on the attack. Titans were out of system, but she rolled it just across the net, and Mahaffey could not get there. So Fullerton breaks a 5-0 scoring run for the Beach. It's now 7-2.
Yeah, and Long Beach will switch out their liberos once again. You've talked about the middle blockers, Bruce, swapping responsibilities. Anna Jelinek now re-enters in set number 3.
Maya Tillman serves. Pass from McGee. Maxwell goes back set towards Thomas. She's got another kill. Put it off the Titans blockers, and it lands out of bounds. The slide play that time for Nico Thomas to pick up her 3rd kill of the set. 8-2 now, Long Beach ahead.
Hey, that's usually Rianne Sheffy territory up there, Bruce, on the slide play, but Nico Thomas getting involved. Maddie Maxwell is having fun up there and having herself a game as well. 26 assists so far.
8-2 Beach. Hammaker serves, touches the net as it goes across. Now a middle attack gets blocked by Thomas. Second chance here for Fullerton, goes way out of bounds. Unable to get that one at the apex of her jump was Amelia Graham. Hits it out past beyond the back line. So Long Beach moves ahead 9-2 on the attacking error for the Titans. 7-point lead for Long Beach in set 3, looking for a sweep. Hammaker booms it across. Attack for the Titans turns into a kill. Amelia Graham got set again that time. Got a tip off the Long Beach blockers before it careened out of bounds. So the Titans are within 6.
Amelia Graham, the 6'3" middle blocker, the tallest woman on the floor for the Titans at the moment. The Whittier College transfer. Right now, Fullerton, for all the aggressiveness we saw in those first 2 sets where they were unafraid of the Long Beach block, that seems to have waned more and more as this game's gone on. They haven't wanted to trouble anything up at the net so far. They've sent it long, they've sent it too short. Fullerton Titans need to find that aggressiveness once again if they want to close the 6-point gap.
Marissa Nakata serving here, the freshman for the Titans. Nakata hits it over. Gee, pass up to Maxwell. Maxwell goes to Thomas again. Put it right off the head of Zariah Crosby. The ball bounces up in the air and then barrels down to the ground. Nico Thomas is getting set a bunch of times here in this 3rd set by Maddie Maxwell, and Thomas comes through once again.
Yeah, comes through off another attack, and we'll head to the bench. A lot of high fives. The energy still really high to our right, Bruce. Long Beach feeling themselves at the moment, and Tatum Hoff coming in once again to serve.
Hoff serves from the right side of the line. Pass goes way up in the air from Crosby. Set goes across. Left side attack for Schubert. Dug out by Hoff in the back row. Maxwell sets across. Elisa Gee hits it over, but it's dug out by Tillman. Fullerton on the attack. Left side, they go back to Schubert. Turns into a joust at the net, and the Beach have a roof. Maddie Maxwell elevates right alongside. It was over there, Rianne Sheffy. And now Cal State Fullerton will call timeout. Wasn't really the same kind of roof that we've seen plenty of times tonight for Long Beach off a Fullerton direct attack, but the pass just floated up above the net, and Long Beach cleaned it up. Yeah,
Long Beach now up 11-3, Bruce, and I don't think this Walter Pyramid crowd is truly appreciating what we're witnessing tonight. They haven't had too much to cheer about, and that's simply because Long Beach State has been so dominant. There haven't been really long rallies. There haven't been big moments. It's because Long Beach has had big moments every single play. The energy in this building probably at an all-time low here in set number 3. This crowd almost being lulled to sleep by Long Beach State's dominance.
Long Beach has been in control tonight, JD. That is a similar way that they looked last night in Irvine, especially in that 3rd set where they rolled their way through it to a 25-15 set victory. Long Beach ahead 11-3, potentially on course for another big win here to close out this match here at home. 11-3 to Beach ahead as Cal State Fullerton calls timeout on 22 West Radio. Cal State Fullerton and Long Beach State women's volleyball here in the Pyramid. These two schools are huge rivals in every sport. But JayDe, this series lifetime has been one-sided. This is the 109th matchup between these two programs all time. Long Beach has won 101 of them, 101-7 all time against Fullerton. Here's a block for Rianne Sheffy, and she's got a roof. Was a little late to the play there, but Rianne Sheffy denied the attack from Cal State Fullerton. Sheffy has a roof from the middle blocker spot as Long Beach continues to dominate above the net.
And really, Fullerton hasn't been able to get anything going. That time, once again, setting the middle blocker, Zariah Crosby, only able to put it right into Rianne Sheffy's hands.
3-0 scoring run for the Beach. And this is an ace coming from the back corner. It was Tatum Hoff serving from the right side of the service line. The ball barreled over to the back left corner on the Fullerton side. Cal State Fullerton is going to challenge this one, but they got out of the way in the back row as the ball hit. This is going to be a close review here. The ruling on the floor was that it caught that white line, and it will be an ace for Tatum Hoff if the call stands.
Yeah, it looked like a good serve as well from Tatum Hoff. She was wanting to paint that back corner. Hoff looking for another ace. Hasn't seen the floor too much during her time at Long Beach State, but coming off 2 aces last night, it looks like Natalie Reagan's turned into her once again to provide a spark from behind the service line. Our officials pouring over the review board for the second time here in set 3.
Tatum Hoff is in her 4th year in the program. She made her collegiate debut back in 2023, but after playing a couple of games as a freshman in 2022, she barely played in 2023, wound up redshirting despite making her collegiate debut during that season. Last year, she did not play at all, so Tatum Hoff is a redshirt junior, finally getting a chance to be part of the rotation here for Long Beach State. We've seen these last 2 nights, Tatum Hoff has been deployed as a service specialist for Natalie Reagan, and she's come through in that role. Had 2 aces last night, potentially has one here depending on how this review goes. She could have her first ace of the night here in set 3.
Yeah, and during this challenge, just take a look at what's happening on both sides of the floor. Fullerton interlocked tightly, the starting 6 on the floor right now, getting instructions from all 3 coaches, interlocked arm in arm, very focused, very disciplined. Long Beach State, though, they've been rolling all night long, and they're dancing in a small huddle right inside the court. It's not just the starting 6 either. It's the subs who are ready to come in as well. Natalie Reagan, her assistant coaches, in a huddle of their own, talking strategy, looking to close out set number 3. But just compare the vibes on both sides of the floor right now, Bruce. You see how much Long Beach is able to work together as a team and really feel the momentum that they've built into this 3rd set. They're living it now.
And building off those vibes, this call will stand. Tatum Hoff jumps up and down with Logan King as she keeps her ace. 13-3 the score as Tatum Hoff will serve again.
When things are going your way, Bruce, they're going your way.
Same goes the opposite way for Fullerton. They cannot get the overturn. Hoff serves again. Set from Tillman goes to the left side. A tip at the net. Long Beach keeps it up, though. King with a pass. Maxwell gets it back across, and now the ball floats up towards the net. Agee catches the antenna. It was a mad scramble that time for Long Beach, and eventually Agee catches the antenna on her attack, and Fullerton wins the point.
Yeah, that was awkward. Maddie Maxwell had followed the chase of the errant first pass over towards the ESPN broadcast booth on the opposite side of the floor. Couldn't get up in time. It was awkward from there. Long Beach unable to pull it out, but still holding on to a 9-point lead.
Mia Feldhaus serving for the Titans. 13-9 the score. Feldhaus powers it over. Barzocchini, an errant pass. Logan King goes into the crowd, and it was Agee who passed it over. Rianne Sheffy with a block. Fullerton cannot get it back across. What a point for Long Beach State. It was an errant serve received. Logan King went into the first row to pass the ball back towards the back row. Elise Agee had to go to the ground and use one arm to just barely get the ball back across the net, and then Rianne Sheffy picks up a roof. What a point for Long Beach State.
Well, we mentioned that this crowd hadn't had much to cheer about all night long. Finally, this Pyramid crowd on their feet. What an incredible play from Lisa Gee. Even the replay is up there, Bruce, and I can't believe it.
Maddie Maxwell serves this time. Beach back ahead by 10. Left side attack from Schupert. First touch from McGee. Maxwell back set goes to Logan King, who tries to push it over, and Fullerton just is able to get the ball back across the net, but they caught a piece of the net on the attack there from Amelia Graham. It was a good effort that time from Fullerton to try and get that ball back over, but Long Beach eventually wins the point. 15-4 now the score.
Yeah, even when it looks like Fullerton has Long Beach on the ropes, it's those unforced errors that are still killing them. No need to touch the net on the downswing, but it happens anyway. Long Beach an 11-point lead now.
Maxwell serves again. Pass from Schubert. They set right back to her. Tip at the net. Mahaffey one hand to keep it up in the air. Now Maxwell sets up Elise Agee, who powers it right off of Nakata and into the crowd. Elisa Gee had some velocity behind that attack as she picks up a kill, and the Beach are ahead by 12.
Elisa Gee, her 6th kill of the night, and they're not going to come easier than that. Once again, nobody up at the net to meet her, and she powers that just beyond the 10-foot line, straight down. Long Beach up 12.
16-4. Errant serve received there, and this will be an ace for Maddie Maxwell. Going to the ground, Sarah Schubert could not keep it up in the air. Eventually the ball careens over into the antenna. Maddie Maxwell picks up her first ace of the night. She had 2 a night ago. Long Beach continuing to serve very well here to open conference play.
Great serves paired with really poor service reception from Fullerton. They haven't had any answer no matter who's behind the service line.
Elisa Gee will head to the bench now for Long Beach, potentially an early night ender there. Annabelle Kotsakov subs in, and now Maddie Maxwell serves it back behind the back line. Another sub coming for Long Beach State will be Maddie Collins, coming in for the first time during conference play. Collins will head in, and Maddie Maxwell will head to the bench.
Yeah, Maddie Collins, the sophomore setter, stands 5'6". Last year played 23 matches, was really a backup setter for Zayna Meyer. Good to see her get some conference play minutes under her belt. Long Beach State with such a big lead. Natalie Reagan choosing to experiment, give some of those regular rotation players some playing time.
Pass from Kotsakov. Collins sets up in the middle. Rianne Sheffy powers it down. It's a kill for the Long Beach State middle blocker, and Maddie Collins immediately picks up an assist as she comes off the bench.
And it's the 2 substitutes combining. It was a perfect receive from Kotsakov and an even better set from Maddie Collins. Rianne Sheffy still working in system, everything clicking offensively for the Beach.
And now here's Annabelle Kotsakov, who will serve for the Beach. Kotsakov in her first year with Long Beach State, transferred in from Boise State. 18-5, the Beach dominating set 3. Kotsakov serves it over, pass from Feldhaus. It's a set to the middle, tip, but it's dug out by Kotsakov. Now Mahaffey with a bump set. Hammaker careens her body, gets it over. Second touch, dunk for Fullerton. Now Hammaker attacks again, and this time it hits the ground. Unable to dig it there in the back row is Fullerton. Hammaker on the second chance has a kill, and the Beach are ahead by 14.
I know Hammaker is going to get the kill, but Rianne Sheffy did an excellent job faking out the Fullerton defense. Maddie Collins put it in a perfect spot too.
Kotsakov serve, catches the tape, and it booms back over. Rianne Sheffy on the attack, but it's dug out, floats back across the net. Collins back set, goes to Logan King, who powers it down. Logan King puts some velocity into that one. A powerful swing for King, puts Long Beach ahead by 15.
Logan King in double-digit kills once again. That's her 10th. Nobody at the net to meet her. My goodness, what a swing.
Kotsakov serves again, and pass in the back row from Schubert. Bump set goes to a left side attack. A tip, and it hits the ground. Kill that time goes to Lyra Pukel-Verdel as Fullerton gets a point. Long Beach still way ahead, 20-6. I was ready to say a teen there. It doesn't roll off the tongue to say 20-6, but it is 20-6.
It's such an odd score. This has been the most dominant set of the season so far for Long Beach.
Sarah Schubert serves. Kotsakov pass to Collins. King tries to push it over, but it's blocked. Now Collins sets up Rianne Sheffy in the middle. Sheffy has another kill. This Long Beach State attack is working efficiently. Sheffy picks up a kill. It's now 21-6.
And this game is over, Bruce. It's over. It's 21-6, and everything is working for Long Beach State still. With substitutes in the game, Fullerton has had no answer all night long.
The Long Beach attack has looked unbeatable tonight. Fullerton certainly hasn't found a solution. It's 21-6 here in set 3. Pass from the back row from Hall. Attack from the right side. Gets a tip from Hammaker, and it hits the ground. So the kill that time goes again to Lyra Pukel-Verdel. Long Beach still way ahead by 14.
Pukel-Verdel was influential in that first set. We didn't see her early on in set number 3. That's only her 4th kill, and she's still hitting around -200 on the night.
Hannah Haas serving for the Titans as Long Beach is 4 points away from a match victory. Hammaker pass up to Collins. A little bit of an overpass, though. Fullerton put it back across. Long Beach free balls. Now an attack from the middle for Crosby. Kotsakov keeps it up in the air, but Long Beach cannot get underneath it. A really good effort from the Beach to try and keep that ball up, but eventually it hits the ground. 21-8. Natalie Reagan still giving some claps for the effort on the Beach side of the floor.
Yeah, great effort. Even late in set 3 from Annabelle Kotsakov, chasing it into that VIP row courtside here at the Walter Pyramid.
Haas serves again, and this one's out of bounds. Goes right over towards Natalie Reagan. She bounced the ball up a couple times and then flipped it out of the bench area. 22-8 as Logan King will head behind the service line. King serves it over. Set goes to the middle, a tip, and it's another kill for Zariah Crosby. The freshman hasn't had too much playing time this year, but the Glendora native and last year's CIF Division V MVP has a kill late in set number 3.
Also worth noting, Bruce, nobody on this Fullerton team has more than 5 kills this match. Just goes to show how dominant defensively Long Beach has been as well.
Maya Tillman serving for the Titans, 22-9. Kotzikov pass up to Collins. Collins underneath, sets up Sydney Hamaker. Tip at the net, and that one will go out of bounds. Sydney Hamaker has her 11th kill. Once again, same thing as last night, JD. It's Logan King and Sydney Hamaker up at the top of the Long Beach State attack. 23-9, now the score is Hamaker will be serving.
Hey, it's the freshman leading the way once again. Double-digit kills in back-to-back games. Supremely impressive from King and Hamaker.
Hamaker serves. Titans on the attack. They go out to the left side, but a whistle blows. Fullerton broke the plane, and that'll be match point for Long Beach State, 24-9.
And how about this? How about this? Now the Pyramid crowd can rise to its feet. The finishing touches on a dominant victory to be applied by Sydney Hamaker.
24-9 match point for the Beach. Hamaker hits it over and way out of bounds. JD, it looked like she might have foot faulted too, but it didn't get called. Either way, it's a service error, 24-10, as it remains match point for the Beach.
100% a foot fault on the service as well. But now Hamaker will exit. In comes Laurel Barsocchini, and this Pyramid crowd stays on its feet. Long Beach State needing just one more point to close it out.
Marissa Nakata will serve for the Titans. The fans all around the Pyramid up on their feet. Nakata serves as it's match point for the Beach. Mahaffey with a pass underneath. Collins sets up Logan King. Denial by the net this time, though. King cannot get it through. An attacking error makes it 24-11.
Yeah, that time Logan King couldn't quite get the ball in rhythm. Maddie Collins chasing the first pass into the back row. We'll run it again. Long Beach still up 24-11.
Marissa Nakata serving. Match point for Long Beach State. Nakata puts it over. Kotzikov pass up to Collins. Collins gets right back to Kotzikov, but it's dug out by the Titans. Now a left side attack from Schubert, dug out by Barsocchini. Collins ranges underneath. Sets up Kotzikov again, who just pushes it over. Dug out by Feldhaus. Left side attack, they go back to Schubert, and the ball goes out of bounds on the left side attack. Long Beach State does not have a tip, and they've clinched the match 25-11 in set 3. Flat out dominance for Long Beach State as they've now won 6 consecutive sets to open conference play.
Outstanding tonight, Bruce. Absolutely outstanding from Long Beach State. When you enter conference play, your record is swiped clean, right? 0-0. 0 wins, 0 losses. Whatever happened in that pre-conference schedule really does not matter. Long Beach State has been able to carry the momentum they had, though, coming off of a few wins up in Wyoming into this conference schedule, and my goodness, they look incredible. The most dominant performance of the year so far tonight against Fullerton.
6 straight wins now for Long Beach State after they swept through that tournament in Wyoming. Now they've won back-to-back home games here. San Diego State back on September 13th started the win streak. Now it's Cal State Fullerton here at the Pyramid tonight, extending it to 6. The Beach moved to 2-0 in conference play. And JD, right now, I think the rest of the Big West is going to need to take notice. This Long Beach State team has a real good chance to run for the top of the Big West.
Just look at the stats. Look at the stats. They hit 480 in set 1. 480. In the second set, 211. A bit of a dip. It was more competitive in set 2. And then they come out in set 3. 435 was their hitting percentage as a team. Defensively, they hold Fullerton to negative hitting percentages in sets 1 and 3. They finished as a team across 3 sets hitting .030, negative .030. Sydney Hamaker 11 kills, Logan King 10 kills, Elisa Gee and Nico Thomas 6 kills apiece, and Maddie Maxwell another incredible performance, 30 assists for her. This Long Beach State team, Bruce, firing on all cylinders, hitting that spark at the right place at the right time.
Everything is working for Natalie Reagan and this Long Beach State squad right now. They've won back-to-back nights to open the conference schedule. Everything going right for Long Beach State, so it's a positive feeling here in the Pyramid as this wraps up the weekend. Looking ahead on the schedule for Long Beach State, they'll be remaining here next weekend to play UC Santa Barbara on Friday, and then Cal Poly on Saturday. We'll be on the call for both of those matches, but everything is feeling good for Long Beach State right now. They'll look to carry their momentum into those 2 matches.
Incredible, Bruce. An incredible night at the Pyramid. I don't think this crowd can truly appreciate what they just witnessed. One of the most dominant performances by a Long Beach State team in a long, long time.
That'll do it for us here at the Walter Pyramid. Long Beach dominates the 15-mile rivalry. A sweep over Cal State Fullerton moves them to 2-0 to open conference play. For JayDe Beaudry next to me and the rest of our 22 West Sports crew, Alexander Prado on the board today, I'm Bruce Kuntz, and this has been Long Beach State Women's Volleyball live on 22 West Radio. We'll be back on the air Thursday night at 7 p.m. as JayDe and Sergio Morales head up to Riverside to bring you beach women's soccer. Our next beach women's volleyball broadcast will be next Friday at 7. Thanks for tuning in again to this one tonight.